So do you also use Facebook lead ads to get more leads for your own business? Then this video can be really helpful for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly, and in this video we are going to understand how to add Facebook lead ads leads to Mailchimp automatically. So like you, I also use Facebook lead ads to get more leads for my own business. And now what I want is that as soon as we receive a new lead from Facebook lead ads, I want to add the lead details as the subscriber in my Mailchimp account. So to do this, we are simply going to create a connection between Facebook lead ads and Mailchimp, and we are going to create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language using an amazing automation software which is Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to come with me towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. So let's begin and create a connection between Facebook lead ads and Mailchimp. So to do this, I'm going to open a new tab and search for the landing page of Pabbly Connect simply by typing pabbly.com/connect in my browser. And now it is opening the landing page of Pabbly Connect, using which we're going to create this amazing automation. But before we move on further and create this amazing automation, I'll just show you something really helpful. This is the Pabbly community where automation users, business owners and marketers connect. Pabbly community is a space where users share their ideas, workflow tips, doubts and solutions. So if you're stuck at any step, the community is a great resource for guidance, because we have experts in this community who are ready to solve all your problems. And if you also want to join this amazing community, the link is given in the description box below. Make sure to check it out. So let's head back towards the landing page of Pabbly Connect, and without wasting any time, let's create this automation. So for that we have two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can simply click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore the application. But over here I am an existing user, so I am going to click on this button which says sign in. And once we click on this sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps, and over here going to see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connects account. And now it is opening the dashboard of my Pabbly Connects account, and to get started I'm going to click on this button which says create workflow. And now it is asking me to select the workflow builder, the new one or the classic one. So the new workflow builder is faster, flexible and ideal for those who want a modern interface, while the classic one on the other hand is stable, has a familiar approach and ideal for those who want a tried and tested setup. So you can use any one from this. I'm going to use this new one. So let's head back towards this select of the new one. Now for the workflow name, I'm going to simply select it as add Facebook lead ads leads to Mailchimp automatically. For the folder, I'm going to keep it as automations, and on my dashboard you can see multiple folders which I have already created, in which I save my workflows. And if you also want to create a new folder, you can go towards this create new folder button and create your own. I have already created many, so I'm going to save my workflow in one of these only and click on this button which says create. And once we click on this create, it is going to open the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow is going to run. Trigger means when this happens, and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger starts the process and the actions are results towards the same. Alright, so let's select our trigger application. For that I'm going to click on this add trigger button. Now for the trigger application, I'm going to select it as Facebook lead ads. And now for the trigger event, I'm going to select it as new lead instant and click on this connect. Now in order to create a connection between Facebook lead ads and Pabbly Connect, we have two options. Add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already created a connection between Facebook lead ads and Pabbly Connect, you can click on this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and now we have to click on this button which says connect with Facebook lead ads. And now Pabbly is going to ask me to click on this button which says continue. But before I click on this continue, I'll just let you know that I have already logged in my Facebook account. That's the reason that it is asking me to directly click on this continue. But if you haven't logged in your Facebook account, first Pabbly is going to ask you for the credentials of your Facebook account, and then only you're going to get this page. So I'll advise you that log in your application questions before starting with the automation. It makes the procedure easy. And once you get this page, you have to click on this continue button. And once we click on this continue, with this we have successfully connected our Facebook lead ads account with Pabbly Connect. And now it is asking me to select the page and the lead gen form. So for the page, we're going to select it as digital dynamics because I want to create this automation for this page only. Now for the lead gen form, I want to create this automation only for a particular lead gen form, which is lead ads form. So I'm going to select the same. If you want to create this automation for all your lead gen forms, you can simply select all lead gen forms too. Now after selecting the page and the lead gen form, you have to click on this button which says save and send test request. And once we click on this save and send test request, it is saying waiting for webhook response. So what we have to do is we have to do a test submission in order to capture this webhook response. And in order to do this test submission, I'm going to open a new tab and search for Meta for Developers and open the landing page of Meta for Developers. And after opening the landing page of Meta for Developers, we have to go towards this resources and then developer tools. And now we have to scroll and look for lead ads R2 debug tool. I'm going to open it, and now it is opening my lead ads testing tool. I'm going to simply select the page and the form which we selected in the workflow over here and click on this preview form. Now let's fill in this form. I'm going to simply select the service of interest, best time to contact. For the first name, I'm going to keep it as smart. For the last name, I'm going to keep it as lead. Now let's move on further. For the email address, I'm going to keep it as smartlead@pabblytudes.com. Now I'm going to move on further and enter the rest of the details like the phone number. I'm going to enter the phone number and then the company name too, which is Pabbly Tudes. Now after entering all of these details, I'm going to click on this continue and then submit. And once we click on this submit, with this we have successfully created a test lead. So now let's open our workflow, and now it is saying waiting for a webhook response. So we're going to wait for a few seconds till Pabbly is capturing the webhook response, and automatically the details which we entered during our test submission will be captured over here. Going to see all the details are captured, be it the name, email, or the service of interest or best time to contact. And now using these details, I'm going to create a new subscriber in my Mailchimp account. So to do this, I'm going to go back towards Pabbly Connect, and what I have to do is I have to close this trigger and click on this add new action step. Now for the action application, we simply have to search for Mailchimp and select Mailchimp. And after selecting the action application for the action event, we have to select add member with custom fields and click on this connect. Once again, if you have already connected your Mailchimp account, you can go towards this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection. It is asking for the token and data center. So to get this, let's open our Mailchimp account, go towards this profile picture and then profile. And after coming over here towards this profile, we have to go towards this extras and then API key. Now to create a new API key, we have to scroll because over here are the API keys which I have already created. Now we have to scroll and create a new API key. So we have to click on this create a key button. We simply have to enter the key name. I'm going to keep it as testing and click on this generate key. And now my key has been generated. So let's copy this key and paste it right over here in our workflow. Now it is asking me for the data center. And how are we going to get this? For that, we simply have to copy this URL of our Mailchimp account and paste it. But in this URL, we have a single data center. Like, we don't have to paste the whole URL, only the data center, right? So we have to delete the each thing which is not related to data center or which is not data center. What all you have to delete, I'll just let you know, this https:// and after this .admin.mailchimp.com. This data center is according to my own account. For you, it can be something else too. Now let's click on this button which says save, and once we click on this save, with this we have successfully connected our Mailchimp account with Pabbly Connect. Now we have to select the audience list and move on further. One by one we have to enter all of these details. First we have to enter this email address. So let's enter this email address, but I'm not going to enter it manually by typing it like this, but instead I'm going to map it. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And when we insert the data from the previous step, automatically our data becomes dynamic and change with every new response received. So we are only going to map the details which are required, not all the details. I'm going to simply map the details which are required or the details which I have of my lead, like the first name, company name, last name and email address. If you wish, you can definitely map the rest of the details too. Now after mapping all of these details, I'm going to move on further and I'm going to click on this button which says save and send test request. And once we click on this save and send test request, you're going to see that we have received the positive response that we have successfully created a new subscriber in our Mailchimp account. Alright, let's open our Mailchimp audience list. For that, I'm going to go towards this left end of the site, and as you can see, a new contact or you can say a new member has been added. You're going to see the same email address, same first name, same last name and the same mobile number with the same company name. With this, we have successfully completed our workflow, and now whenever we're going to receive a new lead from Facebook lead ads, automatically a member will be added in my Mailchimp account. All of this is going to happen in backend. We don't have to come back in again to our workflow to click on save and send test request. So yes, now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can connect many more applications. And now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect.